Hey guys, how are you? Today we're going to be talking about the Clinique Even Better Glow, the Light Reflecting Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15. This contains a 1 ounce fluid, a 30 milliliter. So we're going to be talking about it in a couple of videos because you guys have asked me to do a review. I usually shop my products either on Macy's, I got them let me think. I got a couple of these ones in QVC, so whatever is easier for you. The price ranges from $29. It may change in the future, but for right now they said it's only $29. What I like about this foundation, in my personal point of view, it just gives me a very natural color. It doesn't feel heavy. The texture is very lightweight. It just gives me a natural glow. Usually I was using toasted wheat for the longest time until one time I went to a training and they rematched me for Even Better Glow in cream caramel. So with cream caramel, it just gives more of a bronze coloring to my skin that I actually enjoy better because I feel like I look more healthy rather than just look like my own skin color or even just like pale or even ashy. So we're gonna start with Clinique Pep Start. This is the Hydra Blue Moisturizer. You can find this one on a regular 1.7 ounces for $29. We're just gonna go ahead and grab a little bit of this and just apply it everywhere on my skin. And then just make sure that I have everything in here. What I like about this moisturizer, it's that it is a moisturizer infused with the primer, so you don't need to worry about doing two different steps. It kind of reminds me of Moisture Surge because it's very hydrating, but at the same time it gives me a very silicone effect when I put a little bit more because it just has that primer effect to my skin. Just make sure I go everywhere. And then for hydration, sometimes you can either do it underneath or on top of it. This time I choose to do it on top of it because I just wanted to look a little bit more glowy on the skin. So this is the Clinique ID Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly. This is a brand new launch that they just did. I have made also a review in English and in Spanish, so if you guys want to watch it, I'll link it down below. This is infused with the cartridge that it has. They have the 5 different types, and you can also learn a little bit more about it. If you guys want to know, let me know. So I just pour 2 pumps, and I massage it onto my skin. Make sure everything is ready. So going back to this SPF foundation, has an SPF of 15, which I enjoy because sometimes a lot of products like the hydrating jelly doesn't have an SPF, but with that foundation I feel like I'm very covered for at least like 4 hours. So with that being said, they range from 56 shades for right now. They used to have less, but now they have been more inclusive and they've been adding more and more shades because a lot of people were having issues that they couldn't find their skin color, so they were bringing more, and they are still working on bringing. So let me talk to you a little bit more about this. It is allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. It is dermatologist tested. It is ophthalmologist tested. It is oil free, not acnegenic, non-comedogenic. It's water resistant. It's sweat and humidity proof. It's appropriate for correcting the lens waters. Ideal for all skin types. So if whether you're looking for an oily skin, but you still want that hydration into your skin, you're probably gonna enjoy this one a lot. Then what it is a very lightweight, it is a sheer to moderate coverage. It is a foundation that immediately delivers a radiant modern glow while providing a treatment benefits over time. It helps you brighten up your skin tone, it helps you even out your skin tone, and that's why the reason that it's called Even Better. So as you use it over time, it basically kind of, because has Clinique has a line that's called Even Better, and I've also made a video about the serum. So it helps you even out your skin tone as you continue to use this product right here. And it says that it visibly reduces the appearance of dark spots. What it does to your skin, it enriches the skin with a healthy modern glow, creating luminizing and light diffusing pearl pigments. It also says that it instantly diffuses the imperfections to act like your own personal lighting crew. It is overtone over time your skin tone will change. It will be more healthier looking, it will be more natural looking, it will be even on your skin. You'll see more radiance by itself without putting makeup. So it is a pretty cool thing that this foundation can do that. And it also says here that over time skin tone texture and radiance are all visibly improved with the inclusion of salicylic acid that is included in this foundation. It helps you brighten up the skin tone, visibly reduce the appearance of dark spots and damage over time to a potent antioxidant combo of vitamin C and plant-derived extracts. It also has ratio of UVA and UVB sun protection for potent antioxidants. It glides on silky and easily with an instant radiance plus all-day hydration anywhere. It proves to withstand setting into a pesky pores of a modern glow and virtually poreless finish. The coverage. A lot of you ask, what kind of coverage is this? It is sheer to moderate, but it's also buildable. And the finish will be a radiant glow. So let's see. They say here that they recommend to use them with the foundation brush or with fingertips. I like to use it either or. Today we're going to actually be using the foundation brush by Clinique. This is the plain one right here. And I also, because I also buy my stuff in Macy's, I also got a Macy's Beauty Blender or Macy's Sponge. I like it. I have enjoyed it so far. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. And let's see how this one works. We're going to do half of my face today with my Beauty Blender and half of my other face with my brush. This one right here, it is the Pep Start. This is a nighttime hydrating mask. I like to use it throughout the day because it feels very comfortable to my lips and they don't break. Now it is more cold as time goes by and it is more winterish. I like to use it like that. So I'm gonna put it and apply it everywhere. My primer has been set, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into open this brand new. I like to shake it a little bit before I open it and I apply it on my skin. So just like to do a little bit. And like you can tell, it looks very elegant by itself. Like, looks very elegant. What I like about this one, it has a pump, a diffuser, an applicator. So I like to do that and I know how much product I'm gonna use. So first we're gonna go ahead and use a brush on half of my face. I always start in the middle so I know how much product I'm gonna use. And I don't overuse the product. Now remember, before I used to use toasted wheat, which I felt like it was very natural, but this one just gives me a natural glow and it also helps me kind of give me that warmness and then kind of give me a bronze look. And I feel like it's more healthy for my skin. As it dries down, I feel like it looks very natural. So I like to do that like this. Now, I do have to say something about it. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of things like, oh, I changed my foundation, and it feels like I'm breaking that more. Sometimes it just, you know, you gotta make sure you clean your brushes, you gotta make sure you stay on top of your skincare routine, and when it comes to using makeup on a daily basis, you gotta make sure you cleanse. You use your makeup remover first. I love them. Take the day off balm and then make sure you cleanse your face. So otherwise you're gonna have those build up in it. You gotta make sure you remove that and then, you know, use a mask at least twice a week. So scrub and exfoliate at least a week, twice a week. So I don't know. I just feel like a lot of the times our skin reacts differently to different things too, and sometimes like I may break out with a new foundation, but as I get used to it, it may look better. I may have a better way of application, so it looks better. Whereas before, I didn't like it because I had applied it with a brush, and now I'm applying it with my fingertips or with a beauty sponge, or even with the tool, and it just looks better. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes you just gotta give it a go, basically, to trying something new. So far I feel like it's well done. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my glasses on because I'm a little blind. It does look very good. I see a little something in here. This little hair. And so far this is how it dries down. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side with the beauty sponge from Macy's. Again, I'm gonna grab 1 to 2 drops and then just make sure I get that everywhere. I just like to use this like that. I feel like I get a better coverage and more seamlessly coverage when I use my foundation, my sponge or a wedge. But it's honestly whatever you feel like. What I also like about this one, it just looks very natural and my skin looks very healthy. I've used this when it's really warm weather. I've used it when it's really dry. I've used it when it's really windy, and my skin just looks radiant all the time. People say, oh, you have a really healthy skin looking, or your skin looks amazing or very young. And I feel like sometimes it just works for everything that I do on a daily basis, but also when I apply my foundation, like this one right here, I feel like when I showed one of my coworkers which one I was using, she was like, "You're not using that one." And the reason why it's because I feel like this one is more warm to my skin, but I like that warmness. I like to look bronze. I like to look healthier, and I feel like when it comes to this one, I just look like I just came back from Cancun, from the playa, the beach, and I just look more healthy. Don't forget the nose, because I hate to look foundation everywhere, but the nose still like your skin tone. So how does this look? I'm gonna get closer. It still needs more blending, I think. Definitely more blending. So I would say that this foundation, if you use it on a daily basis, it would last about 3 to 4 months, depending on how much product you use. But overall, I would say that you use minimal portions into this. You don't use that much product in it. That's why I like to use primer, so I use less product in it. Just gonna go ahead and around with a little bit more of the whatever I have left in here, just to make sure. I'm just gonna let it sink in for a little bit. And today I have options. Today I am gonna be using, while this one dries down a little bit, I am gonna be using, I like to use this one, and I've used it before. This is a Clinique Lip Pop Ombre in number 8, Petal Pop. And I like to use this one as a highlighter. This is the color. I like to use this one as a highlight. Honestly, I haven't found a really good highlighter when it comes to Clinique that I'm like shooked. I feel like this one does an amazing job. So we're just gonna go ahead and apply this one right now. And for that, I'm gonna be using the blush brush from here. So, and honestly, I feel like this one works just fine with everything, but it all depends on you. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit more. And I like to do very natural. Like people tell me, it doesn't even look like you wear makeup. That's because maybe I just like to do it very natural and not like very heavy on it, you know? Sometimes I have to be honest, I like to scratch it a little bit so I get more product out of here. It's not good, but hey, I like it. I like it that way. That way I get like good highlight. Looks really good. So now that I have finished using the highlight, and I think I'm gonna be good for a while before I jump back into it. If you want a little bit of color, there are this ones. They're called the Chubby Stick for Cheeks. I'm gonna be using number 1, Empty Apple. I like to make sure my cheeks and my cheeks and my lipstick look alike, they match. So I don't look lots of colors. I look more natural. I feel like that's good for me. And then I am gonna be using this. I have this Chubby Stick in here. This one, I got it on a beauty box. This is in the Mightiest Maraschino. I feel like that one looks really good, right? And then I am gonna try to let it sink in for a little bit. And I know I have one of my favorite products from Clinique. It is this one. It is called the Super Fine Liner for Brows, and this one is in shade number 3. I use usually number 2 soft brown, or number 3, which is deep brown. Whichever one works for you, works. I just like to go ahead and do a little bit on here. Just give it a little bit more dimension. You can brush it first. You can brush it later, whatever you want, whatever is comfortable for you. Everybody's different. There's no right or wrong way to do things. Whichever one you feel more comfortable doing it, that should be the way to do it. So then this one, just gonna make sure I start with soft strokes. Just go ahead and make sure that and it looks like a very healthy makeup so far. Am I right? So when it comes to this foundation, I have to say that I like to layer products on top of it. And what I never notice about other foundations is that sometimes they may break with whatever you're applying. It could be a blush, it could be a powder, it could be a cream, it could be a highlighter, it could be a contour stick, whatever you think. And sometimes they may break. And what I like about this foundation overall, it's not that only looks very natural and it looks glowy. It doesn't, when I say glowy, it doesn't mean that the foundation is gonna look cakey or gunky or oily. It just means that it's gonna have that natural glow. What I like about this foundation overall, and excuse me while I open this one, is the fact that it just looks very, very good, very hydrating, very glowy, has that natural like shimmer. It doesn't mean that it has shimmer in it, it just means that it's just naturally glowy. And that's one of the things that I like about this foundation. And excuse me while I do this. I'm also gonna do a little bit of contour with this ones. This is the chubby stick for cheeks. This is the contour. I just like to draw like a cute line over here. Make sure I know where to start from. And then as you can tell, where it is right there. Just gonna go ahead and blend that out. You can either do that or whatever. Now contour means that, to me, it means that I'm just gonna give it dimension. I'm gonna take in or take out whatever I don't need on my face, whatever. Like if you have a big forehead, you would do a lot of it over here. I'm comfortable with my forehead. I don't want to see it like a tiny forehead. But if you wanted to, you can just add a little bit of, this is blush. I was gonna do blush on my forehead. I don't see the contour anymore. It just disappeared. It disappeared on me. I have a highlight, but the contour already disappeared on me. Like, I don't know where it went. Like, I have everything else, but I don't see it anymore. Well, here you go. So let's say you want to contour over here. Just go ahead and do this. Just gonna go ahead and contour. That way it looks more professional, and it also gives me a little bit of less forehead in my forehead. I'm also gonna make sure I can highlight a little bit. For that, I'm gonna highlight with the highlighting stick over here. Just gonna go ahead and highlight it over here, you know, for a little bit of extra like glow. What I like about this is that it doesn't look like it's sitting on my pores. And since today I don't have any moisture surge spray, I kind of need to buy that one again. I'm gonna be using a Moisture Surge 72-hour replenish moisturizer. I like to use a little bit of this on top of my makeup, very softly. I just go ahead and dab it for an extra glow. You'll see what I'm talking about. But you can see all the product went away already. And then on top of that, I'm just gonna make sure I dab it and I blend it. So far, which side do you like? Do you like more the brush, or do you like more of the beauty blender or the beauty sponge? Now, for all of you guys that are gonna be like, well, your neck looks gonna be looking different than your face. I usually wear a coat on top of me, and I never, like, my face, it's kind of like my arm, but if I show you all the way down here, it's gonna look way different. I usually wear something with the neck or something with a coat in it, or a jacket, so it's gonna look different on my skin. Like if I show you my legs are probably lighter than my arm. Okay. Overall, I would say that this is a very natural glam look, and that's what I like to achieve with this foundation. Again, this foundation retails for like around $29. There are 56 shades. You can get this any counter. I recommend to go to Macy's because they have great customer service, and they can give you a sample to go and try it at home and see how you like to work with it for the 7 days. My shade in here would be 98 cream caramel because it gives me more of a bronze color, you can tell, and it looks still natural. It doesn't oxidize like a lot of people think, like, oh, it's gonna oxidize. I don't think it oxidizes as much as like per se Fenty Beauty. It oxidizes on my skin. When I wear it throughout the day, it's just gonna break on my skin because it's not my cup of tea. I'm more of a drier skin, and people who are oily have tried this foundation and it works wonders for them. It's like a no-brainer purchase when it comes to that. So this one is for all types of skin. It may be for oily, could be for sensitive, it could be, you know, for anybody pretty much. If you're looking for more of a fuller buildable coverage, you can build it up. You can apply powder and still building it up. I would say that it has so many options for this one, and so far I have enjoyed this Clinique Even Better Glow because it just looks very natural. Like if you have one day that you just don't want to do anything, this one will be the one to go. I personally recommend this one for anybody. If you like makeup, or you're just getting into makeup, or you're somebody who likes makeup on a daily basis and you want to build it up and give it a try it. They have 56 shades. I'm pretty sure that you're gonna find your right shade for it when it comes to Clinique. So I hope with this video you guys can tell a little bit more of the difference. Now I'm gonna go through it really quickly. I use a cream caramel. I also use my moisturizer from Clinique. This is a Clinique Pep Start. I also use some of the Moisture Surge. I also use the Lip Pop and Petal Pop. I also use the Chubby Stick for Lips. This is Mightiest Maraschino. I also use some Petal Pop, Pep Start. So in one of my favorite products right now, it is a Clinique ID Hydrating Jelly. If you guys have any questions, any comments, please make sure you comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on the notification ring the button, as well as let me know what you think. Let me know what are your thoughts, if you guys like this look, if you want me to bring more of more looks pretty much. So I hope you guys can tell me also the difference when it comes to the brush and then the sponge from Macy's Beauty. And with all this being said, guys, I hope you guys are having a great time, great holidays with your family and your loved ones, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.